So the big question, of course, when teen role models grow up this way, what's a parent to do? We thought we'd check in with Early Show contributor Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, who's a child and adolescent psychologist. Good to have you with us this morning.
Good morning.
The first question I think a lot of parents have is, we understand that you like these shows, and I remember really liking things as a kid, but I don't know that I ever wanted to be them in the way that kids these days seem to want to be these celebrities.
Right, and it's really disturbing how sexualized our kids are. We talk about this all the time, and one of the things they do, I think, is they're so desensitized to so much of this that it looks like it's normal, it's glamorous, they're having fun. So they want to emulate that behavior because it looks very fun and exciting, and so we have to be intermediaries in there to talk to our kids about what's wrong with it.
So when you go down that road of talking to your kid about what's wrong, especially at these delicate ages, these tweens, 9 to 14, who are really the demographic here, how do you start that conversation and still keep it going?
Right. Well, you don't want to ask any yes or no questions. You're going to shut down conversation right there. So part of your roadmap, so to speak, needs to be, hey, what do you like about this person? What is it about this celebrity that you find interesting? What do you think about what she's doing? How do you think about this transition? Really open-ended dialogue. Part of that also means you need to know what they're watching. So you need to sit down and watch with them and ask questions. Well, why do you like this show? What do you think about this? Not, open it up so that they will talk to you, and the more you do that, the more they will.
Because, I mean, anecdotally, and I know you've heard this as well, this isn't the first time people have complained about shows like Hannah Montana. I've heard people say, look, my kids are too sassy just because of the way they speak, not even just the way they dress.
Right, and we have to be careful of that, too. We have to teach our kids it starts at home. Parents are still the most important role model.
Parents of boys may be sitting back and saying, whew, am I happy I had boys? Are they in the clear?
No, they're not. You have someone like Chris Brown, who was in the news for a long time, that some of these kids might really like, and we have to talk to them about how to respect women and what's appropriate behavior, too.
There is an upside to this. At least it seems that way to me. When you look at some of the young girls that Michelle talked to in her piece, a lot of them are saying, you know what, you can go do this, but we don't think it's right and we don't think it's appropriate. I mean, clearly then those parents are doing something right.
Right, and it starts that young. The key is we wait sometimes till it's too late to talk to our kids. They're already invested. You got to start talking 5, 6, 7, 8 to talk about what they should be doing, what's appropriate, what's good.
5, 6, 7, wow, that early.
That early. You want to start it early so that they know you are their protector and their role model first and foremost. So the more you can teach them how to behave and set that foundation, the better off you are later.
And then you can they're really going to want to be like you.
Well, we hope so. We hope so. Fingers crossed that they're going to listen to you more effectively than they will if you don't start it that early.
All right, Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, great advice as always. Good to have you with us.
Thanks so much.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.